Tips on how to train your cockatiel by FisherShark.inc. This is a male pearl-winged cockatiel, not cockatoo. A lot of people get that mixed up. A lot of people call cockatiels cockatoos, and they'll do the same thing for the actual cockatoo. This is a male, and I know this because if you look at a male cockatoo, you will see he has a bright yellow face with bright orange cheeks on the side. A female will have a less bright face, a bit more gray dull, and less bright orange spots on the sides. The reason I know he's a pearl cockatiel is that he has pearl wings. See the white kind of pinkish strip on the edge of his wing? That is the identification to the pearl cockatiel. See, even I messed this up. But the cockatoo and the cockatiel are very similar. Cockatiel actually means mini cockatoo. So basically you're saying cockatoo even though you're saying cockatiel. It's very strange. But with this species, they are a very friendly species. And these, a lot of people like to refer to them as love sponges because they are very cuddly. You can snuggle them, you can pet them, you can scratch them. They're very, very friendly in that type of way. If you want a cockatoo or a cockatiel, you're going to need a cage. This is a more than adequate cage for this bird. Remember, when picking your cage, you're going to need to have a cage that will allow them to fully stretch out their wings and preferably to fly around for exercise. Make sure the bars are big enough that he will not get his head stuck or his toes stuck in the bars. Same thing with his beak. You're going to want to have several different types of perches and toys. For the perches, you're going to want to have several different kinds. This basic perch is not adequate to have on its own. It is okay to have a couple of these in their cage, but you're going to want to have perches of different sizes, like this perch, this perch. There's ladders on the other side, different sizes to stretch out their feet, which will provide good foot health for your bird. You're going to want to have interesting toys, such as this toy. Make sure that the bells on toys with bells, that the inside will not come out or is easily poppable by the species of bird you're getting. For my bird, I have what is called a cuddle bone. These are very important for your bird because he will chew on it and it will dull his beak, which will make it not hurt if he decides to bite you. It also provides them with much needed calcium. For my bird, I feed them pellets. Pellets are actually much better than seeds because seeds are too fatty for your bird. Seeds can be fed to the bird, but they will eat, if you have seeds, a bowl of seeds and a bowl of pellets, they will eat the seeds more than anything else, because seeds are like candy to birds because of the amount of fat levels. Pellets have more proteins and more vitamins and more minerals that are needed for your bird. Preferably get pellets that are organic and without scents. You're also going to want to have a fresh bowl of water, and I recommend to change this bowl of water every day, and same thing with cleaning your cage. Always go and scrub out any poop in the cage to make sure you have a healthy, happy bird. Sometimes to provide treats, you can put such things such as that weed down the bottom called millet. Millet is a treat, and it provides them to have several different areas in the cage to go. They'll know they can go to the food bowl, the water bowl, preferably another food bowl that I just took out for this video because I was changing the fruit and vegetables I give them, and millet on the bottom. Ow! My bird just landed on the camera. Come here, birdie. That was kind of funny. So, you're going to want to have things like this all over your cage, different areas gathering. Cockatiels in the wild will naturally be found on the ground scavenging for seeds that have fallen from trees. So you're going to want to have things like this in the cage. For feeding your cockatiel or any type of parrot, this is what I've gotten. You need to have grit. This is Lugrit. It's little stones made of calcium, and they also provide calcium to a bird, but not only calcium, but they provide a healthy digestive system to help your bird digest food such as seeds, because the seeds need to be crunched inside their system to get all the nutrients out. This is millet, like I showed you before. It's little seed sticks like this. You place them at the bottom of the cage. Make sure to take breaks from millet and not have a whole bunch of it in there, or else they will stop eating the preferred healthy diets and just go on millet, which is not good for them. This is bird treat. There's papaya, nuts, other types of fruit like mango. Dried fruits like this they give as a treat, not to have as a main diet, but just to give your bird to make them happy, or they did something good during training. Now on to training your bird. Your bird needs to learn one crucial trick called step up. Step up is important for your bird to learn, so that my bird likes to be petted so much he will not always get on your finger. Your bird may do this during this, or he may bite you. When a bird bites you during training, do not give any reaction, because most birds cannot tell the difference between nice words and harsh words. So always just do not do anything. Just act like the bird that's harmless. And if you keep giving reaction to it, anything at all, the bird will think he can get away with it. So with my bird, come up to him like this. See, he bites a little bit. He's new, but eventually he will get on your finger because it's a natural reflex of theirs. Sometimes you have to get up taller than them to make them feel that you're more dominant than they are. See, now that I'm taller, he just stepped up to my finger. Now it's best to praise your bird by saying, "Pretty bird," or "Good bird," or "Good BB." BB is the name of this bird, or say "Good" whatever the name of your bird is. Next step in training is to make sure that the bird is friendly with you before doing further training, such as flight training. When I got this bird, he was in a very small cage that so his chest was very weak. He could not fly in that cage. So now I've been training him to refly around the room. There's many tricks you can teach your cockatiel. If it is a male, it can also learn to roughly talk, or mostly do mimics and do whistling. You can teach your bird to fly around the room and come back and land to you. Or you can teach your bird to fly to one arm to another. Or some birds can even do loop-de-loops around your fingers. There's many others. I will be trying to cover a couple of them with this bird. Right now he is quite feisty. Some days your birds are feistier than others. But his beak, now that it's trimmed because of his cuttle bone, doesn't hurt. So I like to hold my finger in the fist like this, because if it's a finger, he can kind of get a grip on it, and it hurts a bit more. When I do this, it doesn't hurt at all, because he doesn't get grip. He's just poking me. Come here, BB. Good bird. He wants to be petted, but eventually he will get on your arm. And when you do, praise him and say, "Good BB. Good bird. Good boy." So now, my bird's going to go up on my shoulder. This is a good thing. Remember, birds may poop on you. It does not matter. If your bird is healthy, you just wash your hands afterwards and get the poop off. It's not bad. Another thing to look out for birds for health-wise is to check their poop and to not make sure it's diarrhea, anything like that. Just make sure it's perfectly healthy, perfectly normal. There's a white and black, or brown, depending on what he ate. But if he ate such, say, pomegranate and his doo-doo was red, don't worry, because that's mean he ate pomegranate. So you gotta, before you judge on the bird's waste, you want to make sure that you knew what he ate before. Sometimes my bird eats papaya and his waist color changes a bit. So you gotta keep an eye out for that. He wants pets right now, but I'm not going to give him pets until he's a good boy. But now petting him is calming him down. A lot of birds won't do this unless you kind of teach him that it's okay. So if you want to pet him, make sure that he knows you're going to do it, and don't come out to him too fast, or else he will try to attack. When he bites me like this, he isn't actually really trying to bite me. He's just trying to make me go away. He's busy with something else, or he just doesn't want to cooperate right now. So I'm going to have to end the video. I don't want it to go on too long. So I will be giving more videos on training cockatiels, so please subscribe, hit that like button, and I hope you have a good time training your bird.